Brooke Moffis is back with us again today to talk to us about caring for palms in our gardens. Welcome again, Brooke.
Hey, thanks for having me today, Julie.
So how is it, Florida, you think of palms. How do you choose the right palm for our general area?
Well, know that we are in zone 9A. A lot of people, when they move to Florida, they think palm trees, and they want as many palm trees as possible because they think we're in the tropics. Well, some of those palms, like Bismarck palms, Queen palms, they're actually a little bit further south than what we have in Lake and Sumter counties as far as temperature goes. So you want to make sure that you pick the appropriate palm for this location. One way you can do that is you can write down the name of the palm you're interested in and just simply look it up on the internet. Make sure we're in zone 9A. Or you can visit your local county extension office and see what they suggest for your area.
So what are our suggestions for our area?
Okay, everyone's got the Robellini palms. They're absolutely beautiful. They're small fan-shaped, or they're feather leaf-shaped palm, so people grow them. But they have a lot of problems here, and that's with freeze damage. They get hit every winter. So a good replacement palm for that is a European fan palm. It can take the cold conditions. For a taller palm, you can do a Sylvester palm. Those are very formal looking in the landscape.
Yeah, I like those. They're real pretty.
I've got one myself in my yard. Another thing that you can grow is a sable palm. It's also called a cabbage palm. It's actually our state tree, although a palm isn't a tree at all. It's a palm. It's a whole nother beast. Another palm that works great is a pinto palm too.
Great. And pinto palms get fruit that I think that are edible, right?
Yes, you can actually make a jelly out of them. So they're actually also called jelly palms.
Oh, I didn't know that one. Okay. So first we get the right palm for our area. What are some of the diseases that we might get even if we choose the right palm?
Palms can be prone to diseases. They're rare, but they can happen. One is called rachis blight, and that's where actually you'll have a palm frond and half of the palm frond will become discolored and it won't be getting water and nutrients. That one can happen sometimes. There's also one that's a lot more common with queen palms in our area, and right now they're still calling it the new queen palm disease, and it's a group of fungi that attack the palm tree. And so this could be possibly spread by pruning tools. It could possibly be spread by insects. They still don't know for sure. So what you want to do if you have queen palms is make sure you disinfect those pruners from palm to palm.
How do you disinfect them?
You can use like a Lysol spray. That's probably the easiest way to do it. It's probably the more practical way to do it. You can also soak your blades in an alcohol water solution or a bleach water solution.
So just having a can of some kind of aerosol disinfectant spray out there when you do it and just spray them down in between cuts?
Right. And that's what a lot of landscapers that know about this disease and that are responsible do is they will spray off their saw blades. But if you have someone coming in and pruning in your landscape, make sure that before they start in your yard, ask them to please disinfect their pruning tools.
So what are some insects that we might run into on our palm trees?
There's not a lot of insects on palms.
That's a good thing.
Goodness, exactly. One insect, though, that you do need to be aware of is we get this problem all the time in our extension office is a palm leaf skeletonizer. It's a little caterpillar. It will actually chew away at the soft parts of the palm leaf and it will leave all the fibers. So if you see and it looks like lots of little windows on your palm leaves.
I've seen that, yes.
It may be from palm leaf skeletonizer. And also their frass, which is the entomology term for fecal material, looks like bran. So you'll see that all over the leaves of the plant too. And actually with this pest, I just want to make you aware because it is very common, it really doesn't hurt the palm. You can just prune away those leaves if it's unsightly.
So it's always nice if you can get away without spraying something.
Right.
So what are some other problems with palms? You talked about some were have problems with freezing.
Right, yes, freeze damage is a problem with palms, so again, that's why you need to choose the right one for our area. Nutrition is another problem with palms. People usually put down the wrong fertilizer on palms, or they put turf fertilizer down around their palm trees, and palm trees do not like turf fertilizer.
Especially weed and feed, I bet.
Exactly.
So what is the right kind of palm fertilizer?
The best type of palm fertilizer to use is an 8-2-12+4. So you need to look at those numbers on the bag.
What's the +4?
+4 is magnesium, and that will, sometimes it's in large print, but sometimes it will be in small print on the bag too. So you need to make sure it's an 8-2-12+4, and again, the +4 is magnesium. But palms want their fertilizer, want their nutrients in a nice little balance. If you put down too much nitrogen, they may become deficient in potassium or vice versa. So they want things in a nice, neat little ratio.
So I take it palms must be especially susceptible to magnesium deficiency?
Yes, that's correct.
And what does a magnesium deficiency look like?
It'll actually have like a green V shape in the middle of the leaf, and towards the ends of the leaves, they'll be more yellow.
Okay.
Potassium deficiency kind of looks like speckling. Like if you hold the leaf up to light, you will see little yellow speckles through the leaf, and sometimes the tips will be burned too. So to me, palms are the most finicky plant in the landscape as far as fertilizer goes. So I usually tailor the rest of my landscaping to what the palms need.
That makes sense. Don't overthink it and make it as simple as possible.
Right.
So, and you said that you tailored it, so you can use palm fertilizer on other plants?
Yes, that's correct. So I just think it's easier. Turf will tolerate palm fertilizer. In fact, turf will grow great with palm fertilizer. But again, the palm is not going to grow great with turf fertilizer. You can also use it on roses and some other landscape plants as well.
Oh, good.
So keep it simple.
That's always a great policy. Don't overthink.
Right.
So we're hitting the summer season, and we're in the midst, I guess, of hurricane season just started. What should we do to help hurricane-proof or just even wind-proof our palms?
Well, you'll see lots of people do the hurricane pruning, and that's where
Yes.
they'll prune everything off except for 2 little sprigs of leaves at the top. That's horrible for palm trees. In fact, I actually heard our state palm guru from the University of Florida talk about hurricane pruning, and he says the only thing that does is transfer money from your wallet to a landscaper's wallet when they go and replace his palm. So over time, hurricane pruning can kill your palm tree or make it very, very deficient. So the best thing to do is leave as many fronds on the palm tree as possible and only remove the ones that are completely brown. If palms have any green left in the leaf, they're still using that leaf, they're still getting energy and food from that leaf, so leave that green.
So, all right, so if we do have damaged, dying palms, is there any better way to prune them? I mean, some of them are so tall. How do we get tall ones down?
You know,
Or we just
good
let 'em
question.
fall?
For the most part, let them fall unless they're going to be in an area where, you know, like if it was Disney World or in a hotel or something like that where you have a lot of people walking by, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and get a ladder and try to prune those things off. But otherwise, just let them fall to the ground. A lot of palms are self-cleaning.
If only our houses were.
Yeah, exactly.
So what about when our palms fruit and have, or seeds? What do we do about those? Do we need to prune off the dead ones or let them be?
Well, you know, we get this question all the time. People see that big seed palm coming out of their queen palm and they don't know what to do. And so you can prune it off, you can let it be. That's one of the easiest questions we answer because you can do whatever you like.
Whatever you want?
Yeah, if you want to leave the seed pods, the birds will usually eat the seed. And if you want to take it off, you can take it off. So
if you take it off, is it easy to grow your own palms from seed?
You know, I actually don't know. It depends on the type of palm that you have. Some are very, you know, they come up very easily. I think cabbage palms can come up very easily from just the seed falling and hitting the ground. But that's a good question. Some might have to have, you know, go through a digestive system of some animal or something like
True.
that. So,
Great. Well, thank you, Brooke.